Well, hello, my name is Mateo. I'm sorry for being this sick. I've been lately feeling kind of sick of my throat, but anyway, I have to do this because it's my responsibility. So, first, I would like to talk about my key activity. And the first point I would like to address it's the topic of my key activity, which was there was different topics, which was density, gravity, and velocity. And these topics relate in a way that in which my experiment consisted of dropping a weight into different substances that had different densities and seeing how the density really affects the speed at which an object falls through a substance. So our original research question was, how does the conditions of an environment have an influence on the resistance of an object in order for this object to accelerate and reach the bottom? So, first of all, our experiment consisted of, as I already stated, on dropping a weight which weighed 20 grams through different substances and seeing how much time it reached for the subject to how much time it took for the subject to reach the bottom of the container. And we used shampoo, we used muddy water, we used water with salt, and we compared the different times in which this object, how much time it took for this object through to reach the bottom of the container, which was glass. So our hypothesis consisted on if we dropped an object through different densities substances, the object would took much more time to reach the bottom of the container if the density of the object was bigger, since the sum of the particles that prevented that object to reach the bottom would make it for it to take much more longer to reach the bottom. That was our original hypothesis. And the results we got was that obviously and very logically, the more dense and a substance was, this weight, which was a knot, uh, like a literal knot in which you screw through a thorn, this knot took much more long time to reach the bottom. With water, it took less than a second, but with shampoo, let's say which was an object, a substance that we used for our experiment, it took much more longer time, like 30 seconds. So the bigger the density of the object, the higher the time that it would take this knot to reach the bottom. So in conclusion, we got that, as already stated, the denser a substance is, it will be harder for objects to travel through it, and it will require more energy, more time. And the lighter the density was, it would be easier for an object to pass. So that were our conclusions as a team that we got through our experiments, and this is a very easy way to state it. So the simplest way to state it is, if an object is very dense, objects can't pass through it very easily. But if an object isn't that dense, let's say a gas, it's almost as if nothing were stopping an object passing through it. So the lighter density, the easiest it is to travel through a substance.